it your raps? Who gets their music rap? You get a Uber raps now. You get a year raps. Summary of everything. Well, Kate Mooney is here to bring to you a year review of what happened in the Greenpoint Reddit. So without further ado, Kate.
What he said, we're going to look back on the recent history, 2025, on our Greenpoint, the best subreddit in New York City. We're going to just look at, what was everybody talking about, what were some of the best, the funniest posts, the top snark. And I truly believe that, if you want to take the pulse of Greenpoint, if you spend enough time on the Reddit, you do get a good sense of, what the vibes are. I think it's a great resource, great community. All right. So, unfortunately, we have to talk about an evergreen kind of post on Reddit. It's people complaining about dogs. This photo is from the McGolrick Halloween Dog Parade this year. This is one of the winners. It was great. The dog is wearing, the lawn, and the sign says, "Passive lawn, no running dogs." Basically, the people are always complaining about dogs being off-leash, people not picking up their dog's shit, dogs are blamed for the grass not growing anywhere. And, nobody's, wrong, but their tone is very scolding and annoying. It's like, dog owners in Newtown Barge Playground, please do better. This is a funny one, though. Can you guys please pick up your dog shit? Please, it's literally insane. You just watch your good boy dropping sloppy dookie on the sidewalk and feel like it's a hit and run, and the turds are the victims. Take 10 seconds, come on, people. But the posts were so constant that the mods got involved, and they were like, guys, no more, the repeated posts are on dogs, they're creating unproductive discourse and more headaches and helpfulness. If you have ideas, drop them in this thread and then fucking quit it. Here are the leash laws, please report, to contact the Parks Department, whatever. But that didn't work because then, a few months later, this person's like, can we please get rid of the dog post? This isn't a bitch about dog subreddit. It's not community building, it's karma farming, a hot button issue. There have been, now this is a screed by a dog owner defending his right to have his dog on the passive lawn and explaining how he proudly did pick up the dog's shit. He was admonished anyway. It's so long. There are some good jokes though, damn those McGolrick Park dog owners, it's their fault the branch fell down. It says, who let that branch off leash? If they didn't pee on that tree, the branch would have been stronger. This is a good one too. People should follow the skeleton with the picked up the poop. And then finally, as a reward for all the mundane posts, we had a showstopper where a woman let her dog take a shit inside the Walgreens in Manhattan, and we have a great video of it. Please hold on. This dusty ass bitch let her dog take a shit on the floor in Walgreens. He's asking you to throw the bag away in the garbage can behind the counter. I know, there was voiceover of them being like, you dumb bitch, but we can hear it. Moving on the subject of small creatures defecating, urinating where they're not supposed to. This year, a little kid went potty in the middle of Polly G's slide shop. All of her posts have been, she deleted all her posts because she was torn to shreds by the internet. So we don't have the original Reddit post, but thanks to Eli, he found this guy is the bitchy waiter who's a service industry pundit, and he did a funny reel about it. In the background, that's her name is Michelle. She left a 1-star Google review for Polly J Slice Shop because basically one day she went in with her kids. the kid had to go to the bathroom, and although she admits the bathroom was open, she was trying to be quick and discreet, so she took out a little, like, kitty potty and just put it on the seat next to her and let her kid go. And then the man who makes the pizza yelled at me aggressively, "What's wrong with you? You got in my face." She's upset they took a photo of her, and I tried to do a reenactment of it, like a rendering. So there's an angry pizza guy. This is I'm sorry if anyone knows this person, it's a real person, she's not involved. But Reddit did do we have this left over. The post was deleted, but it's really perfectly quote tweeted. "Why are you mad I instructed my child to piss in the middle of your restaurant?" On the topic of restaurants, this post was circulating like nationwide on Reddit. Basically, somebody says, "Looking for a poor quality yet expensive restaurant to recommend to an enemy. Any suggestions?" So it's like, what's this for Greenpoint? Does anyone have any guesses or? Yeah, you guys all know. All right. Illis and their whack-ass concept. Yeah, but like overwhelmingly, all the comments said Illis. Here's one. It's I got lukewarm food for 10 courses straight, and it all needed salt each time. I liken it to what I imagine a caveman freshly butchering meat and just picking the carcass would be like. Another good one is, the problem with Illis is they don't serve chicken, beef, pork, or things we're used to eating, but neither are they vegetarian. They're big into whelk, whatever that is. It's nice they're trying something different. Maybe I'm lame. Is that what I want to take away from spending a few $100s? And this other guy says, whelk is an incredibly challenging eat. And then, God forbid, people want to enjoy the food they eat at a restaurant. I didn't know what whelk was, so I looked it up. And I would eat that. It's like a mollusk. But then I went to the Illis restaurant, and it does look kind of rough. Like, that looks like a delicious feast if you were like a sea lion. Like, you would get down on that, but everything is like hundreds of dollars. And I trust the people of Reddit and their opinions, so. Other restaurants that got shout-outs on the list were Rule of Thirds, Radio Star, Bar Bruno. I'm just a messenger. But Reddit does give credit where it's due, and this year Jubilee got a lot of props because the owner, Young Kim, people were complaining the prices were too high, and then Young Kim wrote this like heartfelt letter and post on Instagram saying like, "I hear you, and I'm lowering the prices," and so Jubilee W, it says, "Bravo, rarely have seen a business respond to a community like this, going ahead for their day." They also kept the $5 clock going strong. That's beautiful. Jubilee's great. Oh yeah. So back to the smart though, which is the best. Okay. So this year, this was like a beautiful. A stunning, I don't know, whatever, Gothic church, but it wasn't just a church, it was like a beloved community center. They had cool, like, Alex G played there, guys, you know? Really, like, cool shows, like homeless outreach classes, I don't know. It was a really beloved space, and when news broke that it was going to be sold to developers, there was, like, a campaign to save it, and a lot of people got involved. They invoked, like, the landmark status of the building, I think, but ultimately went unsuccessful, unfortunately. So people are upset about that, but then to add insult to injury, the renovations were just really ugly. This says, "I wasn't expecting much." Yeah, "I truly cannot believe the placement of the bottom center window." That's a zoom in. It says, yeah. "Have we lost all dignity as a society?" And not just the window placement, also they pointed out that they painted the whole thing white, millennial white. I almost wish landlord white. I almost wish they just tore it down at this point because this is a true eyesore. And this is a close-up of the monstrosity. And then not just that, but the insides are ugly too. This looks like a jail cell. Who the hell is going to pay $10K to live in a jail? You're going to have prisoners, you're going to charge them insane prices. Those are the developers. They're around Bergen, Abraham, a fun thing, or I don't know, unfortunate thing that happened is a baby raccoon got caught there, stuck in there this year. I think Greenpoint Cats came to the rescue and freed the raccoon, but there was just a couple of good jokes for this post. Maybe we'll do a better job on those renovations. It can fix the off-center window, maybe. Yeah, and on the topic of real estate, a thing I gathered from being on Reddit this year was that pretty much if you move into one of the new towers, you're going to deal with, not everybody, but it seems like from the posts I saw, you're going to have a lot of issues. Brookfield Properties has shouted out, don't move there. They own Eagle and West, and I think the DuPont and a few others. This person talks about dog piss and feces everywhere, elevators broken for months, one of the dirtiest, worst maintained buildings. There's also, I guess, a severe rat infestation at Greenpoint Landing. This person asks about, is the DuPont worth it? Because I haven't read anything good. This person says, well, construction every day. The oven is not even a real oven. The gym is way smaller than it's advertised. I don't know, etc. So basically, it's is there any good new apartment? And basically, the consensus is for the first 5 or 10 years, that's usually when the building sues the developer for repairs, and then eventually, it'll be worth living there, but you're just gonna have to deal with hell for so yeah, I don't know if you like the aesthetics of them, just know that you were thinking about living in the future. All right, another evergreen kind of post on our Greenpoint is people who are new to the neighborhood or thinking about moving to the neighborhood. They do a little research and they learn about our history of environmental problems, the Meeker Avenue plume and the Newtown Creek Superfund and the Newhart Superfund and the oil spill, etc. And then they come on Reddit and they're like, guys, advice? Should I not move here? And a lot of times people give them hell and say, it's terrible, don't move here, you'll get mega cancer and die within a year, trust me. I died 3 times this year already. I'm not dead, but I feel like I'm stuck in a loop. I am currently deceased, R.I.P. me, both from this comment and from the toxins in the air. And this person was straight up why do y'all live here? Greenpoint has a well-documented history of chemical pollution and several designated contaminated sites. I've also seen discussion about an unusually high number of people developing cancer at relatively young age. And then the best comment I saw was, no one's going to say the real answer, LOL. Proximity to patios? Yes, it's patio! Holly says 100%, see? Alright, but jokes aside, this is a beautiful, poetic, smells like burnt tires and shit outside. I think that's beautiful. That's home, baby! But, okay, yeah, jokes aside, a lot of environmental activism happened on Reddit this year. Someone comes and says, what the fuck is that smell? And the answer is, it's green asphalt on the other side of Newtown Creek. And, here's a Google form where you can report every time you smell something awful. And then, green asphalt is, in Blissville. And they claim to be 100% recycled asphalt, or whatever that means, but this is what they did every day for at least the past year, if not longer, and it really messed up a lot of people's quality of life. If you live, I guess, closer to McGolrick, and if the wind is blowing a certain way, you're gonna smell the burnt shit in tires and whatever, not be able to breathe. But yeah, there were so many complaints and so many logs on that Google form that eventually there was a town hall with electeds, and finally, because of all of that, which I think is partly due to the community organizing on Reddit, partly, they closed because they didn't meet the deadline to raise their staff. So yeah, they shut down, and I guess they're not going to come back until they comply with what they need to, and hopefully the future will be bright for that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then finally. Honestly, one of the most heartwarming things, not even because we love Rick, but all of Reddit loves Rick except for this one person who used Frosty. So this guy, used Frosting 792, posted a month ago, why is one user allowed to spam while others get removed? There's a specific user who comments frequently to advertise their audio tour. This isn't occasional relevant input, it's a consistent pattern of self-promotion. Let's be honest, it's the textbook definition of spam. It's repetitive, inserted into threads where it adds little to nothing. Others have been removed. Yet this one individual is allowed to promote their business day after day without consequence. Why is this user getting treatment no one receives? The mods respond and they're like, actually, I'm quick to remove spam that isn't Greenpoint relevant, but it's become kind of a meme at this point, and unlike other spam posts, it doesn't get reported. In other words, the community doesn't seem bothered by it. Apollo says, come on, that's the best shtick on the subreddit. And the way he shoehorns it into whatever topic is at hand is often pretty clever. His comment generally makes me laugh every time, and your hater energy has inspired me to book his tour, so thank you. And then, this one's also really good. You sound pressed. Maybe you should go for a walk and get some fresh air. Might I suggest a 3-miler down by the Pulaski Bridge while listening to a wholesome ghost story? And it's donation-based. It's practically a community service. All right, and then finally, the River Hag. I think we know her. I think you should sign up for the next Greenpoint History Night. Talk about the Greenpoint subreddit and your opinions on it. And Rick says, I will absolutely book that. In conclusion, our Greenpoint is good. And I encourage you, I encourage you to spend time on it. If you need help, post on it and people will help you. If you want to make jokes, they'll laugh at your jokes. Just don't be an asshole. You're okay, that's it.
One more time for Kate.